Don't sell yourself short, bro. Don't sell yourself short. It's been a long day. Literally been up since 4. It's like 8 now. I've been just at it all day. And I've had a lot of inspirational conversations today. Some deals getting closed, hearing about, what they got going on in their business, how we gonna help them expand, help them grow. Also hearing about some potential deals being closed by another one of potential prospect that I'm working with. He's potentially closing like a multi-$100 million deal. So some big stuff happening in the world. And also I had a conversation with one of my current partners today, and he said something that stuck out. He said that sometimes he feels that I can sell myself short. And that's why I'm making this video, for a reminder, not only to myself, but to you, to not sell yourself short. You might feel like what you're doing right now is enough. It might feel like what you're doing right now is a lot. And to be fair, it probably is. From where you started to where you are now, this is probably a whole 180. It's probably a whole level up. It's probably exponential growth. But at the end of the day, we all have that moment in the mirror at night with ourselves, whether it's at night, whether it's in the morning, where we look at ourselves and we think, man, if I was just doing this one thing a little bit more, I could probably be doing a little bit more. So this is not to say that I don't recognize that the journey's not always easy. Like, I'm exhausted right now. Like, bro, I'm about to eat and like literally crash, not crash out, but like crash, you feel me, in the night. But, I still had to come on here and make this video. This is me not selling myself short. This is me still showing up. This is me doing what I set out to do, right? But, I don't think we necessarily sell out or sell ourselves short when it comes to not doing enough work, like physically like this, but really it's the mindset. It's not thinking big enough to the point to where we feel like sometimes we can have certain things. It's like, I don't know about for y'all, but it's like, yes, we may dream, we may have goals, but like, in order to create that, in order to put in reality, we have to really do some things that we feel that we don't know how to do. It's a lot of, to get where we want to be, it's all about solving problems. It's all about overcoming challenges. It's all about getting where we want to be. And in order to do that, we're going to have to learn new things. We're going to have to, tap into new information. We're going to have to, figure out how to solve the problems we need to solve to get to where we want to be. Like, that's the action part of, manifesting our reality, right? And through that process, you may get into a challenge, you may get into a problem, you may get into a situation where, it's difficult. You coming up against resistance, you don't know how to solve the problem, you don't know how to, take things to the next level, and you may feel uncomfortable or not know your ability to do certain things. But I'm here to tell you and remind myself to not sell yourself short, because the same person that overcame all those challenges in the past, the same person that, started where you started back in the day, started where I started back in the day, unhappy, unmotivated, depressed, skinny, not getting the results I wanted in none of the areas of life, like not in my health, not in my relationships, not in my money, to now, being free, to being able to set my own schedule, to be able to wake up and do what I love every single day, to be able to have a body I'm proud of, to be able to have a certain health and energy that I'm proud of, to be able to attract the relationships that I've always dreamed of into my life, right? And getting to this point, it took a lot of work. It took a lot of sacrifice. It took a lot of unlearning, relearning new information, all that type of stuff. It took a lot of overcoming challenges, but it took a lot of not selling myself short. It took a lot of believing in myself. It took a lot of mental self-talk, saying I could do it. It took a lot of formulating the right habits to get to where I want to be. So if that's what it takes to get to where you at right now, even more so it's going to take to get to that next level where you're trying to go. And again, yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be difficult. But that's why we have to become harder. We have to become stronger. That's where the video is getting good. We have to become the strongest men in the world. We have to become the strongest people in the world, because it's not going to get any easier from here. A lot of times we think about our goals. Oh, once I hit the goal, then, my life is going to get easier. I'm going to have more money, so therefore I'm going to be able to take more vacations, more health. But, if you don't become who you need to become, you're gonna basically just squander away any results that you get anyway. And one thing you can't fake, one thing you can't fluke is a good body. You can't fake the consistency. You can't fake the time in, time out dedication to continue to level up your body. And that's what I'm learning in myself, right? It's like, you go to the gym in the beginning, you get all those newbie gains. You go in, you first get started, and you seen all these changes in the first couple of weeks. But then what happens? You hit a plateau. And it's not that you hit a plateau, it's just you didn't continue to do what's necessary to grow. And what's necessary to grow when it comes to gaining weight or gaining muscle is hypertrophy. It takes progressive overload. You have to constantly level up what you're doing. So in the beginning, what might have been hard, which was, you know, hitting 3 sets of 10 for etc reps or 4 sets of 12 for etc reps, at this point in your stage, you might be at 5 sets for 20 reps each, and then a drop set on the last set. You got to drop set twice, you know, just to get the same level of pump that you got previously. So like, really, did the load become that much more different, or did you just become stronger? You just became stronger. So it's like, that example not only relates to fitness, but it relates to every area in our lives. It's like, you know, as our goals change, as we start to hit goals, as we start to make progress, we must continue to constantly recognize that, hey bro, we gonna have to be stronger. We gonna have to be stronger to handle it, right? We can't get the goal and then take the foot off the gas because it's a little bit you know, because we think that, you know, we earned it, like we get some type of reward. It's like, you know, it's a reason why the top 1% is the top 1%. It's the reason why you know, people set themselves apart. It's because they continue to level up, they continue to get stronger, they continue to set a new standard. You know, that's been one of my affirmations recently. Like, they continue to set a new standard. Like, it's not about just living up to the old standard. You're gonna get the results that you always got, right? And that new standard first starts in the mind, you know, because that's where we really defeat ourselves, right? That's where we really compromise ourselves. It's in the mind first. We start to, you know, have that negative self-talk, like, man, this is hard. Man, I don't know if I can do this. Man, this is a very difficult problem to solve. Like, how am I gonna go about solving this? Damn, I just tried 5 different solutions to solve this one problem, and I'm still struggling on how to solve the problem. Like, how I'm gonna do it? And it's first to tell yourself that I can do it. Like, hey, I'm smart as hell. Like, hey, I'm a genius. Like, all the positive affirmations, all the self-talk, everything that we talk about. But again, the reason I made this video right now is because I had that mirror to me today. It's like, yes, you could know a lot of this stuff, and you can even be implementing. You know, I'm implementing the shit out of the information I talk about, right? But it's like, I have to constantly remind myself it takes another level to get to where you want to be. So hopefully y'all take heed to the message, you know, and raise your standard another level. But it starts with not selling yourself short with where you are right now. You can do so much more. You could achieve all your greatest dreams, all your greatest wishes. It's just, only thing between you and them is solving some problems. So all you gotta do is just get a little bit better strategy, get a little bit clear on the problems exactly that you are solving, get a good strategy, and then execute. And then you're gonna come against some resistance, but that's where, you know, that's where the daily habits come in. That's when the daily routine comes in. That's when the daily strengthening of the mind and body comes in, to where you just so damn solid, you just so damn strong, you just so damn dangerous, you just so damn, you know, one of the ones in the world to where anything you come against, you good. You know, whether that's emotionally, whether that's mentally, whether that's physically, whether that's spiritually. You know, in this life we have so many challenges. We deal with so many challenges in this life, right? But it's like, who are you really made of? Like, that's when it tells you who you really are. It's like, when you come against a challenge, are you gonna stop? Are you gonna fold? Are you gonna say, like, this level is good enough for me? Or are you gonna continue to set a new standard and continue to not sell yourself short and let yourself know, like, hey bro, I could do more. I'm very capable of doing more. You know, remember the 10-year-old version of themselves before they encounter any negative experiences in life, who thought they could do anything, who thought they could be a rock star, who thought they could be a billionaire, who thought they could save the world. You know, remember that version of yourself, and realize that version of yourself is still in you, and realize that the resources is out there to tap into to help to actualize that version of yourself. So hope that makes sense. I love you all. If you like the video, comment what you want to see next, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.